What's good, family? I've been asked to speak on steroids in the NFL. I can only speak on my experience, and obviously, it's been some time now. To use steroids in the NFL is hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's very difficult to use anything because I know on my way out, if you use any kind of cough syrup, and you didn't tell them, it was a possibility you can get fined or suspended. When I was in Philly, one of the D linemen, he got suspended for 4 games for using his inhaler. I don't know how all that went down, but the inhaler was prescribed to him. And I don't know if he used it at the wrong time or when he used it, but when he took his test, he failed, and they suspended him for 4 games for using his inhaler. So, do people get away with it? Of course. Because then it's, like anything else. It's like any other business. It's payola. People turning their heads, or, in some circumstances when certain people know who's using certain drugs, they find, or they know people who are clean like myself and just test them. I know at one point in time I was tested to the point where they basically told me they weren't going to test me no more. It was a random drug test. Yeah, McCann, you got a random drug test. Okay. I think one year, I don't even think I was playing and I was getting random drug tests. I was like, whatever. I knew I was clean. I knew, the worst they was going to catch me with is maybe some poppy seeds from eating a bagel, which I've heard can give was that what they call it, a false negative, false positive, or something of that nature. But, it's been times I know we played the Chargers. It was a wide receiver at the time. You could see every strand of muscle in the back of his tricep. And I'm like, no way in the world that's natural. Even we had a kid, Adi Jamo, who was 3% body fat naturally, and you didn't see every strand in his body. Adi was just a slim guy. Now, this guy was muscle bound. You could see every stride. And I'm like, whoo. And it was about 2 or 3 of them. And it's like, man, how he ain't get caught yet? And he was just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And from what I've heard and what I've found out is that some of these guys, like, when you get on it, you start to feel like Superman. And then it's more or less the feeling that you get more than anything else versus just getting bigger, faster, and stronger. And you've seen the guys who've gotten caught. I know one year we played Arizona, about 2 or 3 of them. And I'm like, it's a look that they get that the average athlete doesn't have. And now, to an extent, one, is dangerous on both sides. Athletically, when them guys, these are the elite of the elite. So when you put, steroids into a monster, you get a bigger, faster monster. It gets scary real fast. And like I said, you talking about some of these dudes, 250 pounds, 300 pounds. You on that stuff, I feel bad for your mother. Whoever they hitting, your mother gonna feel it. Trust me. And then on the other side is the long-term effects. After your career is over, how it affects your body. Like, okay, right now it's great. Right now, nobody caught me yet. I'm balling. I'm about to get my check. And then when you turn 40, your liver stop. When you turn 35, your kidney stop. And when you 36, 38, your heart stop. Like, is it really worth it? And especially, like I say, some of these guys, they don't need nothing. They don't need nothing but, like, hey, you a monster. Just that confidence. Sometimes, unfortunately, like I said, as athletes, we go in depression, and we can't be depressed because we're black males, most of us, and we got to eat, and we're unhuman, and, we are these great athletes, and nothing can be wrong with us. I can tell you what, my last year, when I was in Baltimore, the only reason I'm going to say, besides being hurt, I had lost my confidence. I can say that was the first time in my life where I was unsure of my catching ability. And it was because I was out, I had bounced around, you know, things wasn't swinging how, I was used to them. The rhythm was different. And then of course being hurt ain't help out none either. I broke my toe, strained my knee, had 5 stitches in my hand. Ironically, every time I got cut, I had stitches in my hand. So if you don't believe in God, He gonna let you know. He shows you signs. But yeah, every time I got cut, and when I got cut from the Redskins, I had 10 stitches in each hand, 5 stitches in each hand. So I was like, I ain't catching nothing, man. The ball hit my hand. You talking about pain? Woo. But yeah. But like I said, somebody hit me up. I think it was Boykins, Watkins, Thomas. I apologize. I forgot the name. But he hit me. He DM'd me, wanted me to talk about, you know, performance enhancement drugs. It's temporary. 9 times out of 10, you're bound to get caught. And if you don't get caught, the long-term effects, it ain't worth it. At least from my perspective. Like I said, you get the money. Is the money worth your life? Because then you're going to have to spend the money with what I say. You're going to pay now or you're going to pay later. That's just the reality. Pay now or pay later. So if you're thinking about using them, if you've tried them, it's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. Especially you trying to plan at that final level, playing in the pros, random drug tests, somebody say something, the trainers, you piss the trainer off and now he know, it get real dangerous real fast, and then like I said, you talking about dealing with your life, your family, your livelihood, the main thing, like your body, man. I treasure my body as much as I can. To destroy it with alcohol and drugs and, performance enhancements, it's not worth it. Eat well, drink water, build muscle, goddamn ball like an animal. So that's mine on, that's my take on performance enhancement drugs in the NFL. You see it. Is it worth it? See what happens to them and then how they drag them through the media too. All right. Any more questions? Holla at me.